Hey guys, I'm back with a new video today. In today's Dragon Raja video, I'm going to be going through the best classes to choose and play in Dragon Raja in March 2021. So let's jump right into the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Now we are here and I'm going to be talking about the classes that are out, including the PhantomSound. In my last video, I did not include the PhantomSound because it wasn't out. I'm a little bit late with the video, but better late than never. So hopefully this video can help you guys out if you're a new player, or if you've been playing the game and you're looking to change to a new class. Hopefully this video can help you out and help you decide what class to choose. So let's jump right into it. Let's start with the BladeMaster. And the BladeMaster, if you guys don't know, is the more tank option in the game than if you're used to like a normal MMORPG. You used to be playing the tank. BladeMaster is the way to go. It has a talent spec where you can spec a tank spec, will give you a high survivability, high defense. You'll be able to tank a lot of it. Now the BladeMaster is a melee fighter, and melee fighters in Dragon Raja isn't that great. There's a lot of group PvP, mass PvP, and the BladeMaster can get caught in the AoEs and get demolished pretty quickly. His damage isn't that great too compared to the other classes. But overall, if you're looking for a tanky melee class, it is the way to go. Early game, the BladeMaster is really good because you will need a tank style class to help you out in the dungeons. But the later you get in the game, you won't actually need a tank the dungeons anymore, because most of the classes will get high enough defense and have higher DPS enough to not need a BladeMaster. So overall, I wouldn't like fully recommend it, but if you're looking to play like a melee tank warrior class, go for the BladeMaster. And let's keep going with the fighter. Fighter is another melee class. It is based more on high DPS though. Now the fighter is a great class to play if you're a solo player, if you like to do solo stuff. Its explosive damage is wild. However, again, it has the difficulties when it comes to melee range to be able to fight in mass group PvP. If you're looking to do some mass PvP or battlefields and so on, the fighter will be struggling because it will be getting hit by a lot of AoE attacks, and it doesn't even have the defense that BladeMaster has. However, its solo damage is pretty great, super explosive. So if you're looking for a fast explosive damage and running solo content, you can go for the fighter. And it's a melee class. This fighter class unlocks at level 70 by the way, and you can get it through class change once you hit level 70. Next up, the Gunslinger. Now Gunslinger has been a pretty decent class to have. It used to be really strong, but it still is very good. The reason why Gunslinger is good is because it has the range. If you're used to playing like an archer type class with a long range, go for the Gunslinger. The range is really nice, and the damage is really good overall. PvE damage is really good. For PvP, it does have some nice CC, but Gunslinger overall, I don't see you going wrong with it. You can do some nice damage, and if you want to start the game out playing as a strong DPS, because you're a new player and you want to unlock some other classes later, you can do so. So I will highly advise you guys to go for the Gunslinger if you're looking to play a good decent DPS from the start of the game. Overall, a great class and does some good DPS. Next up is the Reaper. Now the Reaper unlocks at level 70, and the Reaper is a great class, probably the best class in the game right now. The damage is insane. It has high damage, fast damage, explosive damage, overall damage, good range, super strong in both PvP and PvE, and you cannot go wrong with it. I love playing the Reaper. I think it is probably the most broken class in the game right now, and there's a lot of people that have been complaining about it, and it's been strong for a long time, and it will continue to be strong. You use the sight to do some really great DPS overall, and magical damage, and you can literally destroy most of the classes as a Reaper in PvP. If it's a 1v1, 3v3, mass PvP, PvE, it will shine no matter what. So go for the Reaper if you are looking for a really strong DPS overall. The Reaper is the way to go. Let's keep it going with the Assassin. Now the Assassin is again a melee slash range class, mostly melee. It's more of a sneak type class. If you guys are used to been playing those sneak type assassin classes in MMOs, go for the assassin. You can play it from the start. However, again, it is a melee class, and I'm not a fan of melee classes, unfortunately. It does have an immunity skill, which is super useful, but overall, I would just be if you really want to play a DPS class with like a melee DPS class, the two options I would go for is an assassin and the fighter. But if you're looking to play a class that you can play with ease and do some good DPS from the start, I would go for the Gunslinger. But assassin overall, it does have some survivability with the immunity skill, and you can have some good range with it. But if you get caught again in AoEs and so on, it doesn't have good survivability, and you will mostly get demolished. So not much more I can say about the assassin class. Next up is the Puppeteer. Puppeteer is the class that came out before PhantomSound, and the Puppeteer uses a puppet, of course, to attack. The damage is good, but when it really shines is when you have some mass AoE, either it's PvE or PvP. You're doing group PvP. If you link it up with the SoulDancer and have a good cast around it, it can do some incredible damage. Like the AoE damage of the Puppeteer is ridiculous. The Puppeteer unlocks at level 90, by the way, so you will have to be grinding the game if you want to unlock it. And not really that hard to play overall. It has a really good range, you know, but mainly it's for AoE damage. If you want to go into AoE, you love Battlefield and mass PvP, go for the Puppeteer and link up with some good support SoulDancers, and you can do some incredible damage as a Puppeteer. Next up is the SoulDancer. SoulDancer, I would say, is like the main support healer of the game. What I mean by that is if you've been playing MMOs and you usually play a healer class, that's usually what the SoulDancer is. However, the SoulDancer also can output some good DPS in his DPS talents, and also a decent healing. Now, early game, SoulDancer is really strong in my opinion. It has really good healing if you're doing the early dungeons, and it's really required. But later on, SoulDancers aren't required to be in your team. However, you can still unleash some really good damage as a SoulDancer. So you both have healing capabilities and damage capabilities, and they can be good in PvP scenarios because you want to have a support SoulDancer in your team, so you will be required in most teams. So if you want to play SoulDancer, you will be needed most likely in PvP teams or PvE teams. Not too much in PvE teams later on, but early game for sure, and then later you can probably switch the class if you want to. Last but not least is the PhantomSound. It's the newest class that is out, and I have to say, first of all, this class looks incredible. I love its skills. It does damage with the music, and it has good AoE, good decent range, but the damage output of the PhantomSound is ridiculous. It does so much damage, especially in PvE. It is incredible. It unlocks again at level 90. You can use like a class change and switch to a PhantomSound, but damage overall is insane, guys, and it has survivability. It has like shields and heal skills, which is ridiculous. So overall, a good balance. Okay, not balanced class in like it's a OP class, but like balance in being able to both have DPS, high DPS, and be able to have high CC and be able to have high survivability. So if you're looking for a class that has it all, go for the PhantomSound. It is incredible, and it's the newest class to go for. So if I had to choose class for new and existing players, I would go first for the Reaper, and then I would go for the PhantomSound. That would be my list. Okay, and if you're a free-to-play player, I would go for more of a SoulDancer and maybe Reaper. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Give me that thumbs up and make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.